So Bobby, this is great. Thank you very much for taking around all your space and for me to go and see how the operation is beginning. But what I really need to know is where are the orders going to come from, and if you could explain to us how we're going to get them.
Okay. Let me stand up if I may.
Yeah, no, please.
Basically, already we have a number of contracts running.
Yeah.
We do 100% of the vegetables for nearest Ugandan flight services. This is an international company. It's in South Africa, it's in France, it's everywhere. It does in-flight food. So we do all the vegetable, fresh food, and fruit supplies for them.
And that's is that for the airlines as well as the airplanes?
Yeah, it's for the airlines and any other local contracts they have, because they prepare food for different airplanes, like Qatar Airways.
Yeah, I'm looking at your list over there, and I can see the word troops and stuff like that. So how does that work?
The thing with the troops is that nearest UIS prepares food for the UN troops that come into the country. So when they get a manifest, when the troops will come in, obviously we supply them everything they cook. So they will let us know that on the 11th you supply say 10 tons, 5 tons of food that is going to prepare food for say 2,000 troops or 100 troops, depending on what the manifest has given them. So that gives us time to prepare what they need. For example, on the 20th, we will need like 700 kilos of peeled carrots that we'll supply to them. In addition to other things like zunich, oranges. The oranges we import from South Africa if we don't have supply from Egypt. South African is better quality because it stays longer. The ones from Egypt are sweet melon, so they are longevity.
So maybe in time we'll be able to use our farmers in South Africa to supply.
Definitely.
Like be some sort of a cross border trade, which is very important, I think, for Africa to now be doing.
Yeah, what I'm looking at is that with the partnership we are creating, will not be only takers, will be givers too. For example, if we have farmers in South Africa who produce oranges, we can get oranges from those. As well as also export something to South Africa, because we use a lot of South African grown items here, like apples and
Brilliant.
all that.
Now, can you also help me as well with, in particular, how we potentially use and utilise and grow the farmers here so we can actually create a successful process?
The first step to growing the farmer here is training, because we are gifted with soils, we are gifted with the best climate in the world, where we have 2 very big seasons of rainfall. But the farmer cannot be productive if they do not have the know-how on how to do this. Unfortunately, on record, the government doesn't do enough. They do what they do, but they can't reach everywhere. So private sector is very important in growing the farmers. In my experience working with farmers, one-on-one in the last 4 or 5 years, I've realized that they lack that. So if we created, like the ideas we have with you of creating a call-free center where even when we cannot reach on the ground, because it's a big country, we can't reach everywhere, a farmer can call in for free, ask all the questions. We will in turn have gotten in our data information about that farmer and how to help them in the future and how to use them to grow for us or anything like that. And in turn, the farmer will have put the information about our products, the fertilizers, and about how best to grow. So that's the first step. Training.
It's a very important step. So training and education, sensitization is I think, one of the most important things. But also what I want you to explain is that, in terms of the usage of fertilizers, it's been very low in Uganda. Do you think we can increase that?
Yeah, obviously the use of fertilizers is low according to my experience. These are the reasons why the use of fertilizers is low. One, there is a lot of fake fertilizers in the market. So farmers have been demotivated from buying fertilizers because he spends his hard-earned money, because farm money is hard-earned, and then takes a product and input that doesn't work for them. So it demotivates them to go back to buy more fertilizers. That's one reason why the use of fertilizers is low. Secondly, once they use the fertilizers but do not get the markets, next time they will say, if I buy fertilizers, I'll produce so much that I don't have a market for. Let me just grow whatever I can grow with the fertilizer I have and will just be able to consume that.
So this is the real key bit. So the key element here for us in the process is not only to provide the fertiliser, but also to find the buyer and to find the financing that allows the farmer to then purchase the fertiliser in a way that he can afford, so that he can increase the amount of produce that he does.
It is funding, finding the funding for the farmer, working with insurance companies to ensure the guidance that protects the farmer and us at the same time, and then also finding markets, because the markets are there. The farmers just don't have the market information, and they don't have who to call to get this information. So we're going to provide them with that, and then we will provide with the farmers also with a middle ground where they come to us and say, I need 500 tons of maize. We will know the farmers who are growing because we're engaging them on a daily basis.
We've got the relationship.
So
it's really just now a process of deepening and deepening and deepening that basis. How many farmers do you think there are in Uganda that would be capable of using our services?
One thing that I cannot give is I cannot give the exact number of farmers in Uganda because we don't have a database to give us that in the country, which is what we want to provide so that we are able to know how many farmers can use that. But in terms of which farmers can use our services, there are very many. I mean, because every part of Uganda grows something. And these are farmers who, against all odds, are able to produce and make a living off the farming. So if we added value to that, then the numbers will be enormous. We will not be able to sustain the demand.
Absolutely. But to start off small is absolutely key as well, to get it absolutely right. And you know, the conversations we're having are being very, very positive with that. So I think, you know, in terms of how I see this pilot, I think you're going to come down and see some of our fertiliser. We're going to start to sensitise the community. We should be putting in. When do you think we'll start putting in a little bit of fertiliser?
Once we start moving, some farmers are very fast.
So some of them will be doing immediately.
Others will go on.
So when's the first harvest going to be, do you think?
We already
know when I'm going to get my money.
There is harvest almost every 2 months because some crops are short term, others are long term. So we can work with both farmers for short term and long term. So if we started, say, in October, we'll be able to get some money by end of the year, by November,
I don't want to make any forward forecasts on that. There's anything going to happen in agriculture. But you're positive.
I'm positive about that. We have about 30,000 farmers in our database already. We've engaged with already. So we'll not be able to fail to get 1,000 farmers to start the pilot with. And then we grow on.
Then we'll build an excellence and allow people to see so that they believe, because seeing is believing.
Definitely.
Well done.
Sure, thank you very much.
Excellent.